Hello everyone and welcome to today's session on Python modules. Today we will dive deep into one of Python's most powerful features, that is modules. Whether you are working on a simple script or a large project, modules are essential for creating organized, efficient and reusable code. By the end of this session, you will understand what modules are, how to use them and why they are critical in Python programming. A module in a Python is simply a file that contains a Python code, and it can include functions, variables, classes, and even runnable code. Modules allow us to break down complex programs into a smaller, manageable pieces, making the code more readable and reusable. And essentially, they enable us to write a modular code. So why do we use modules? So once a module is created, it can be used across multiple programs. Code can be divided into logical parts, improving readability and maintainability. In large teams, the different members can work on a separate modules. And the Python comes with a rich library of built-in modules, and you can also install that third-party modules based on your need. So there are different types of Python modules are available. First one is built-in modules. So they are pre-installed with Python, such as the math, random and OS module. Other than that, there are many different modules are available. Second is user-defined modules. So these modules you can create yourself to organize your code. And the third is third-party modules. So these modules created by others, which can be installed using pip, such as NumPy, Pandas and Matplotlib. These are some of the examples, but other than this, there are so many different third-party modules are available. So in a simple terms, user defined modules are nothing but the .py file generated by us, and we can access the data of these files in other different programs also based on requirement. How to access that data we will understand in detail in our further sessions. Let us just have a discussion how to use these built-in modules in our programs. For that, let us go to the VS Code. Here we want to use the math module available into the system, and for that, to access any of the inbuilt module, we need to use the import statement. First we will write the import, then after module name. So we want to access the math module, so we have mentioned import math. Now we want to access the variable available pi within the math module, so for that we can access the pi variable using the dot operator. So to calculate the area, as you can see, we have mentioned math.py. So it will access the pi variable available within math module, and accordingly the equation is provided and the answer is printed based on the required format. So using the first statement import math, you can see that it will import the entire math module, and you can access any of the properties available within the math module. Second approach to import the module is we can import specific functions from the math module. So suppose we want to access variable pi and the square root function from the math module. So we may write from math import pi comma square root, that is sqrt, which is inbuilt syntax. Same way you may also import multiple variables or functions based on your need, and that all should be separated by comma. So from this second statement, it will only import the given variables and the functions in the import statement. The third option to import the math module is you can import the math module with the alias also. That means you can import the math module with the different name. So suppose I want to import math module as name m, then we may write import math as m. So now we may access all the elements of math module by using the name m. So let us say I want to find the square root of number 36. So we may directly print the answer print. Now to access the square root function, it is available within the math class. We have imported the math as m, so we may write m dot square root, and within parentheses we will provide the value, that is 36. Now to print specific format, let us write square root is m dot square root 36. So now we can access all the properties of math module using these m alias. Another possible approach to import the built-in module is we can import all functions from the given module, and for that we may write from math import star. So this star refers to all the functions available within the math module. So these are different approaches available to import the built-in module based on our requirement. And you may use the same approach to import user-defined modules as well as third-party modules. Let us run the program to check the output. So here you can see that based on the data provided, we are getting the different output. So this means the syntax we have provided over here is 100% valid, and we may use these different import approaches to use the built-in modules. There are so many different inbuilt modules are available, and we will discuss about some of the important built-in modules and their use in our further session.